tonight, the controversy over the shot that was not heard round the world.
But first, we take you to Kim McIntyre, who is in Corpus Christi, Texas.
In Corpus Christi.
Corpus Christi Caller-Times reporter.
Caller.com, the Corpus Christi paper that broke the story on Sunday.
The newspaper here in Corpus Christi.
Corpus Christi.
Nightline's Chris Bury joins us from Corpus Christi, Texas.
That's from the Caller.com online, the small Corpus Christi paper, Wolf, that's now getting a lot more attention.
I'm the guy who pulled the trigger and shot my friend.
It's been incredibly exciting. You know, first of all, it started Sunday morning. I got the phone call from Catherine Armstrong at about 11 a.m. We ended up posting the story at 1:30, and from that moment on, the phone did not stop ringing. It started off with some newspaper people. The New York Post called, the Boston Globe called, the Fox News Channel called in, Sky News in London, the BBC in London, Australia's news service. From the moment that it was posted at 1:30 or so, Sunday afternoon to about midnight, I was fielding phone calls all night long. Today I made appearances on the Good Morning Show, on the Abrams Report, which is on MSNBC. And I know that Jamie has also been making tons of appearances herself.
Jamie Powell, political reporter for the Corpus Christi Caller-Times, got the very first word about the Cheney hunting accident from Catherine Armstrong, a member of the hunting party and an owner of the ranch.
Why do you suppose that Mrs. Armstrong called you?
Trust. That was one of the things that she said from the outset. This has to be right. This has to be right. This cannot fly everywhere and be wrong.
She kept saying to me, the vice president said, the vice president came to visit the Armstrong Ranch over the weekend. The vice president did this. She, kept saying, and she never actually used his name. I said, are we talking about Vice President Dick Cheney? And she said yes. And then all of a sudden I knew that this was a big story, but I didn't expect this. I didn't expect for, media, there to be a media frenzy and for it to descend upon, Corpus Christi.
As you know, Dan, it wasn't made public until the young woman you're going to interview got the big break.
Joining us now is the Corpus Christi Caller-Times reporter who got that call, broke the story. Catherine Garcia joins us now. Catherine, thanks for coming on the program.
The story became public just yesterday when the owner of the Texas ranch where it happened called a newspaper.
Did you know that the vice president was around?
No. And we don't always know. I mean, sometimes somebody over there will say, oh, guess who's here? But no, we don't always know.
And also defended how the news was released, and that was through a private citizen calling the newspaper here in Corpus Christi. He says he thinks it was still the right way to go. Rita?
They did not even discuss making the incident public until Sunday morning, when Armstrong says she told the vice president she'd call her local paper, and he agreed. The story appeared on the Corpus Christi Caller website Sunday afternoon. The Associated Press got wind about 3 p.m. Sunday, and it was not until about a half an hour later, nearly a day after the incident, Mr. Cheney's office confirmed he shot Mr. Whittington.
And now that we've heard a story, does it add up? A recreation in the field. Why many hunting and gun experts doubt that the wounds could have been made from as far away as 30 yards.
This is not a national security or national issue. It's just of interest to the press, and they were scooped by a local paper, and that's what makes the national press so upset.
I thought that made good sense because you can get as accurate a story as possible from somebody who knew and understood hunting, and then it would immediately go up to the wires and be posted on the website, which is the way it went out. And I thought that was the right call.
What do you think now?
Well, I still do.